Hey everyone, this is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey coming at you guys with another episode of Let's Check Out Some Diecast. In today's video, we are going to be checking out these pretty cool Zamac 6-packs. The one on the left with the Shelby Cobra, that one is from 2023, and the one on the right with the Mercedes and the Civic and the Sprinter Trueno, that one is from 2025. That's the most recent one. I think originally these were designed to be part of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, and we have been having these 6-packs from 2022. So just to jog your memory, the 2022 one had the Datsun 510 wagon in it. And the one you see here is 2023 with the Shelby Cobra, the Aston Martin and the Hudson Hornet. And the one from 2024 had the 83 Chevy Silverado in it. And then the one you see on the right side, that's the most recent one. So it has a pretty interesting set of cars. I think over the years, Mattel's distribution has got better with these 6-packs because the first one, the reason I said these were supposed to be part of the Legends Tour is because the first one was not even that widespread distribution wise. So, I know people found it at Joann's, people found it at Barnes & Noble, right? But, this 2025 one, I basically got lucky. So this time we had the Legends Store in Milwaukee, and pretty much all of the Walmarts here got a Legends shipper, and this was one of the merch on that shipper. So pretty cool. I think these kind of like retail at $20 for a 6-pack. I am a big fanatic for Zamacs. So I was more than happy to pick it up. So wish I had that kind of luck with the Silverado though. Right? Awesome. So let's dive right in. Okay, so first up is this 6-pack from 2023. So usually what I find is that the order of the models listed here and the order of the models that are printed here is very different from the actual order in which they are packaged. So I think we'd be doing a better job just going off the order from inside the package. So here we have a Shelby Cobra 427 SE, a 68 El Camino, a Land Rover Series 3 pickup, an Aston Martin Vulcan, a Nissan 370Z, and a 52 Hudson Hornet. Now, my overall feeling about this pack is like a little bit of a letdown because, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So the Shelby Cobra, the El Camino, and the Land Rover Series 3 pickup and the Hudson Hornet are repeat castings. Now, what's even more of a bummer is that with the exception of the Land Rover, these 3 are even repeat decos. Right. These 3 are castings from the 2020 Zamac line. So out of 6 models, there are like 4 repeat models, 4 repeat castings, and 3 repeat decos. So that only leaves us with 1 repeat casting with a new deco and 2 new models. All right, so that's a bit of a letdown. I think that's also probably the reason why this one seems to have been the least popular of all these Zamac 6-packs. All right, but anyway, I tend to be a completionist when it comes to Zamacs, so let's open them up. Okay, I got the package opened up, and first up is this beautiful Shelby Cobra 427 SC. Over the years, I have come to become a big fan of the Shelby Cobra, partly because one of my collector friends, Harish Reyes, he is a huge Cobra fanatic. I mean, he exclusively collects just the Shelby Cobras, right? So I was pretty pumped when this came out as a Zamac offering back in 2020. And, so always nice looking, beautiful looking Cobra models. So while helping Harish Reyes collect some of these Cobras, I have, gotten to experience many of these Cobra models firsthand. So pretty beautiful, those legendary Shelby Cobra curves. All right, so it's a pretty simple execution, but the only letdown is that it's like a total repeat casting and deco. So not a lot to go about in terms of freshness. And up next, we have a 68 El Camino. I just got the package out so I get the ears right. All right, so this is a 68 El Camino. It says Hot Wheels Speed Shop for deco, and it says Zamac Is that 10 years? Yeah. So, I mean, this one happened in 2020, I guess, but I don't know why they say Zamac 10 years here. Now, that's strange because, the other casting from the same assortment did not carry that. And I think Zamac celebrated the 10 years in what, 2023? So, not sure, right? So, let's see if that tampo is actually, uniform throughout this packaging, all right? Throughout the set, that's what I meant, throughout the set. All right, up next we have the Land Rover Series 3 pickup. Now, back in 2020, when this made a first appearance as Zamac, it had a different deco, right? So the choice of colors, it was all different. So now it has the classic Land Rover symbol, and so pretty simple execution. All right. Up next, we have a new tooling for the Zamac, or should I say, a first-time Zamac model, the Aston Martin Vulcan, right? Nothing big with regards to decos or stripes or anything, and no special decals designating 10-year Zamac. So it's almost like they took a Zamac from a different production line and kind of like filled a spot in this assortment, right? Okay, so I will just move the camera a little and zoom it out a little. All right, up next we have another new Zamac model, which is the Nissan 370Z. All right, I also noticed a pretty interesting fact here, but we will get to that when we review the 2025 models. So, all right. So, it's with regard to the wheels, right? So, as you can see, these are pretty basic wheels, right? And so nice cracked deco there. So, Nissan 370Z, a fan favorite among JDM lovers. And the last one in this assortment is a 52 Hudson Hornet. Now, definitely, even though this is a repeat casting, I mean, this one does not tire people, right? So just look at those racing decals, right? 817, and it says Hot Wheels Rod Squad and Hudson Hornet, right? So pretty cool execution, this Hudson Hornet. And this one also, I think, was a Zamac offering in 2020. So that's what I'm bummed about, I mean, 1, 2, and 3 exact replicas from the 2020 Zamac assortment, and 1 repeat casting with a different deco, and thankfully 2 new castings, to add some collectability to this set. All right, so let's jump on to the next one. Next up is this most recent assortment from 2025. Now, compared to the 2023 pack that we reviewed, this one is a much more interesting mix because let's check out the castings first. All right, so we have a Porsche 928S Safari, a 2008 Ford Focus, a 1999 Honda Civic Type R EK9, a Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno, a 2012 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. Wow, boy, I think that's gotta be like the longest name for a Hot Wheels casting. And then finally, a BMW Z4 M Motorsport. Now, I am pretty excited about this one because out of the 6 castings that we see here, only one of them is a repeat casting. All of the other 5 are making their first time appearance as Zamac models. I think we had Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno possibly in 2021, where it sported the Falcon livery, right? So deco-wise, brand new deco. So this is much more exciting. Okay, I have opened the 2025 Zamac pack, and our first model is a Porsche 928S Safari. Now, this is cool. I mean, compared to a model from the previous assortment, you would see way more decals and way more details on this one because I think in this was something that started in 2024, right? So Hot Wheels started this semi-premium assembly line, for the lack of a better way of putting it, called Silver Series. Now, Silver Series are not your basic, buck up pop kind of a main line, but they have some special wheels, not real Raider wheels, but definitely some special wheels and more details like, the tail lights, the headlights, and more deco, right? So, even packaging wise, you would see that the 2023 one was just Hot Wheels, but the 2025 one is called it's labeled as Hot Wheels Silver Series, because these are your semi-premium wheels and decals and stuff. So it definitely makes it more collectible, makes it more attractive. So we have some legit licensing like Bilstein. So pretty beautifully executed Porsche, and check out those German colors. Black, red, and yellow that signify Germany. All right, let's set it there. And up next, I think this was I was just checking which slot I pulled it from. Up next, we have the much anticipated 99 Honda Civic Type R. Right? So back in the days when Lamley or T100 used to kind of like preview these, I think this is the model that got collectors most excited about, right? So, because JDM fans would love this, and even execution-wise, I think it's a pretty cool model. Lots of decos, Sparko, Work, Meister, Yokohama. So look at all those decals, right? So pretty fun, nice details on the headlights, Honda. And Honda on the front as well. So there we have a pretty cool looking 99 Honda Civic Type R. I mean, Civic lovers would definitely celebrate the addition of a Zamac. Not that we have not had Zamac Civics in the past. I can recollect at least 2 or 3 Civics in the past. Just this one is the first, EK9 to be brought out as a Zamac. Up next, we have definitely the model with the longest name that I have ever registered. So get this. It's a 2012 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series, right? Wow. I mean, check that out. It's a pretty cool looking Mercedes. You cannot deny that. All right. So very nice racing decals, and check out that AMG on the top. Right, those tail lights and all the details. That's part of the Silver Series, which is what Mattel calls them now. And back in the days, we just used to be before Mattel slapped a name on it, we used to be calling it the semi-premium one. And up next, we have a 2008 Ford Focus. All right, so got some legit decals as well, legit licenses as well. ABAC, Goodyear, and Ford. All right. So, well, Ford just being the model, right? So I think the real sponsors are like ABAC and Goodyear. All right. So nice details, pretty beautiful execution, nice choice of wheels. Like check those wheels out, right? Okay. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to call out in comparing them from 2023, where the wheels were pretty basic, but now they're like semi-premium, more details, right? So anyway, so pretty cool, fun-looking model. And up next, we have the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno. So I remember I got lucky when this made a Zamac appearance previously, possibly 2021, I guess. So there it sported Falcon livery. Now Falcon happens to be a very popular deco that folks who collect Hot Wheels have begun to love and collect, right? So that one was definitely a nice add to the Falcon deco. And this one is sporting Toyo tires and teen and race for racing decals. So we have Toyota Trueno on the back, All right, nice choice of colors. You know, it's very kind of like what to say, very low key kind of color themes, right? All right, so pretty nice. Definitely a must have for a JDM lover and a Zamac lover. And the last one in this 2025 assortment is this BMW Z4 M Motorsport. Now, you may remember, I think we had like a super treasure hunt back in the days, which was either 2017 or 2018. Can't remember off the top of my head. So it was a blue, deep blue super treasure hunt, right? So those classic BMW colors, the stripes, the number 4, and I'm trying to search for any racing sponsors and stuff like that. Nope, I can't find it. All right, but anyway, very beautiful looking model for that price point. The Hot Wheels Silver Series, Legends exclusive 2025 assortment. In comparison with the same assortment from 2023. So I am pumped because, you know, I've just been able to add like 6 plus 2, 8 new Zamac models. Even though, you know, 4 of them are repeats, it's still good to have a full set. Which model is your favorite? And what further models would you like to see coming in these Zamac series? Share your thoughts in the comment section. So this is what I had for you guys. Till I meet you guys next time, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome. Bye, everyone.